Welcome back. Now who's ready to make some slides? Kids, are you ready?
Yes.
Viewer at home, are you ready? And last but not least, Holly, are you ready?
I certainly am, Professor. Let's change you all up again.
Holly, take it away.
Adding slides can be done in more than one way. For now, I'll teach you 2 ways. The first way is by selecting the Home tab right here. And there you see the button, New Slide, but don't click on it yet. The button contains 2 parts. Can you see? You have the icon part at the top and the text part with a small arrow pointing down. When you click on the icon, a new slide will appear instantly. Like so. Did you see that? Now you have 2 slides, and they are automatically numbered. Now I'm going to click on the left side, on slide 1. And now, on slide 2. Again, slide 1. And slide 2. What do you see?
They look different.
That's because they have a different layout.
What is a layout?
A layout is how the appearance of your slide is. For instance, slide 1 has 2 parts. A part with big letters, for the main title of your presentation. And a part with smaller letters, for a possible subtitle. If you take a look at slide 2, it contains a part with big letters for the title of this particular slide. And a part where you can type information. And on this particular slide, the information is in bullet points.
Holly, you said there was another way to add a slide.
Yes, I did. Let's add a new slide, but this time, we will use the text button, here. Remember, when we clicked on the icon, a new slide was added instantly, in a layout chosen by PowerPoint. When you press the text button, instead of the icon, a small menu appears. Here you can choose which layout your new slide will be. Let's choose To Content. And now we have 3 slides.
Holly, what if I wanted to add a slide between slide 2 and slide 3? Is that possible?
Yes, that is definitely possible. If you want to insert a slide between slide 2 and slide 3, there are more ways to it, but for now, I'll show you one way. Click on slide 2. Then, instead of clicking with the left button on your mouse, you click with the right button. You should see a small menu, like this, where you can click on New Slide. Now PowerPoint added a new slide between slide 2 and 3, with the layout of slide 2. If you want the new slide 3 to have a different layout, then click on slide 3. And in the ribbon at the top you see a small button, Layout. When you click on this button, you can choose the layout you want. Let's do Picture with Caption. You can see that in my version of PowerPoint, PowerPoint wants to help me with designer ideas on the right, here. We'll get to that later, but for now, we will just ignore it.
Now we have 4 slides.
Yes, but they are still empty. Shall we add some text?
Great idea.
Okay, let me give you some examples. On the title page, I'm going to click here and type my title, Our First Presentation. And my subtitle, By Julie and Johnny. On slide 2, I'm going to type a page title, What We Have Covered So Far. And the information I want to share in bullet points. A presentation is answering questions before somebody asks them. Think about which questions your audience might have. On slide 3, I'm going to type a page title. It's about telling a good story. I'm going to give extra information here. PowerPoint is used to help my audience to better understand what I'm saying and should not be used as a book.
Whoa! This looks real professional.
Wait, there's more. Here, on the right side would be a great place to add a picture of a book. Let's add a picture, here. We are going to need the Insert tab, here. And click on the Pictures button, here. If you have a picture stored on your computer, then you can choose this device. If you want to use pictures that PowerPoint has, you can choose stock images. Or if you want PowerPoint to search on the internet, you can choose Online Pictures. Because I don't have pictures of a book on my computer, I'm going to use stock images. On this screen, I'm going to type the word book in the search bar, here. And then press the Enter key or Return key on the keyboard. You can see that PowerPoint found a bunch of pictures. Let's use this one by clicking on it and then click on the button Insert in the bottom right corner, here.
I think that looks great.
What can we do with the last page?
Why don't we change the layout of the last slide so it looks like an ending page?
Yes! Can you show us how?
Sure, let's change the layout of the last slide first. So, I will select slide 4 by clicking on it. In the ribbon up top, I'll select the Home tab. I'll click on the button Layout. And I will choose Blank. As you can see, this page has nothing on it. Let's add a big ending text that says, "Thanks for your attention." To do this, I'll select the Insert tab in the ribbon up top. And on the right, you see the button Text box, here. When you click on it, it looks like nothing happens, but if you look closely you can see that the text button is pressed. If you click on it again, PowerPoint will automatically put a text box in the middle of the empty slide. If you don't want this, you can always undo an action by clicking here. Let's go to the Insert tab again, and you can see that the text box button is still pressed. You can now use your mouse pointer to click anywhere on the empty slide, and that is where the text box will be placed. This looks like a good spot. Let's type. Thanks for your attention. If you click on an empty part of the slide, you will be out of the text box. If you want to edit the text, just click on the text box. Let's add an exclamation mark at the end. Click here and type an exclamation mark. Click on an empty part again to get out of the text box.
Are you sure about the position?
Yeah, it looks a little off. And the text is small.
You're both right. Let's make it a little bigger first. Click on the text box to select it, like this. And now hover your mouse pointer anywhere over the box line until you see a small cross, like this. Now click on your left mouse button once. Now you have selected the whole text box. In the ribbon on top, you can edit the text, here. The number you see here is the size of the text that you just highlighted. I will click on the small arrow button, here. Now the size of the letters was 18. If I hover over the numbers, you can see the size of the text changing, like this. Let's choose size 48 by clicking on it. That looks like a good size. Now let's change the position. Click on the text box again, and hover your mouse pointer over the text box line until you see a cross, like this. Now click on it, but don't let go of the mouse button, keep it pressed, and move your mouse around. If you found the position that you want, you can let go of the mouse button.
Looks great, kids. Holly, can you show the kids how the presentation looks now?
Yes. Kids, you can preview how your presentation looks at any time.
What do you mean? Aren't we looking at the PowerPoint presentation right now?
Yes, you are. But what we've been looking at the whole time is the edit screen of PowerPoint. What you will show your audience is not this screen, but the slideshow.
Slideshow?
Yes, let me show you. When it's time to show your presentation to your audience, you move your mouse pointer to the bottom right of the screen. Here, you can see a couple of small buttons. Make sure the first slide is selected, like this. Now, go back to the bottom right, and click on the most right button, Slideshow. And this is what your audience will see during your presentation.
How can I show the other slides?
On your keyboard, you can use the up and down arrow key, or the left and right arrow key. Press the down or right arrow key to show the next slide. And press up or left arrow key to go back to the previous slide. When you're done, you can press the escape key on the top left of your keyboard to exit this presentation mode, and continue editing if you want to. This is also a perfect way to preview your presentation during editing.
I think I'm starting to understand it.
Yeah, me too.
Now that you know the basics, we can put it in practice and make your PowerPoint presentation about the solar system. And you, viewer, you can watch it all again by clicking on the button, or you can start the next lesson. Goodbye for now. If you like this video, please help us by hitting the like button. Even better, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications if you don't want to miss anything. Thank you for watching and see you next time.